legal persons, which is a corporation. A corporation is a legal person, which is not a person. It's a person of paper. It's a virtual person which has all the same rights as a natural person, as a real person, but its first obligation is to bring profit for the shareholders. That's all. So any corporation, and that's very important to understand, because this rules our world. Everything is a corporation. Your country is a corporation, the province is a corporation, the municipality is a corporation, the region is a corporation, everything is a corporation. And we are corporations. So, and I'll tell you how they do it for people. But they just created this term and this entity, a new entity, which is totally virtual and has no soul. Very interesting. It's called a corporation. A corpse means corps, it's the body, but it has no soul. So it's a body without a soul. They have taken the soul away from the individual through this corporation. And this is what the maritime law is. So they have taken away the law of the land. They don't use it anymore, and what they use now is the maritime law, which applies to the individuals that they have turned into legal persons. So let me explain how they did that. When you are born a physical person. You're a baby, flesh and bone, baby, flesh and bone. And let's say your parents call you, well, I'll take the name I was born with, Ghislaine Longto. That's what the name my parents gave me when I was born. And I was a real person in flesh and bone with a body and a soul. When you are born, when the baby is born, automatically the state registered a corporation, which is a legal person, which bears the same name, but it's a legal person, and it belongs to the state. But you are not aware of that. We were not told that. We're not told that we have two. We are two persons. We are the real person, the physical, natural person, with Ghislaine Longto, the name of Ghislaine Longto, and I have another person, which is a legal person called Longto Ghislaine, the same name, but this other person belongs to the government. And you know what? Everything that Ghislaine Longto, the real person, does, okay, this one, every time this one works, the money goes into the bank account of the other one. So the bank account, everything I own, everything I have, all I produce as a working individual goes into the bank account and the possession of the state. So this is how the state can take over everything I own whenever they wish. And if I do not pay income tax, if I do not obey the law, if I do not do what they want me to do and obey blindly, like a member on the ship, if I don't obey blindly, then they seize it. They can put me in jail. But this is all the law applies to that other person. But I am the guarantor. I, being the physical person, is the guarantor for the legal entity, the legal person. So, since I cannot put the legal person in jail, well, I put the guarantor in jail for the legal person. Wow, what has happened? When I attended the course, this first course, when I learned that, I said, wow, and I felt so powerful. I said, now I understand. Now I understand how it works. And I felt so good. I had wings. I was so enthusiastic about learning something. It's so dark. The whole legal system is so dark. It's made to deceive. It's made to cheat. It's made to lie. That's all it is. And it's pure darkness. You don't understand anything. They have their jargon. They change the meaning of words. For instance, a person, the word person that we use every day means a physical person. But in their jargon, in the legal jargon, the word person means a corporation. And we don't know that. It's all meant to deceive. It's pure deception from A to Z. So some people went very deep into this. And this is what I share in the book. I share the basis. You have to understand that you have another person, legal person bearing the same name as the one your parents gave you when you were born. And that everything that you own, you own, yes, everything that you possess, all your possessions, property, your children belong to the state and don't belong to you. Well, there has to be a solution. It's always the same thing. There has to be a solution.